Alright, hey guys, it's Katie. Today I did this like classic smoky eye, red lip look. This is actually really exciting. It's my first YouTube video in like, what, 4 or 5 years? So yeah, it's really exciting for me. I know throughout this video, I'm kind of like looking off to the side, and that's because I'm looking at my viewfinder, which is, I know I'll get better at like not looking at it and just looking at the lens, but for now, it's just something new, so I keep like shifting my eyes towards it, but I know in like future videos I'll get better at it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. It's really exciting for me. I had a lot of fun filming it, and yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how I got this look. Alright, so first off, we're going to start by priming our eyelids with some concealer. This one's from Wet n Wild. I really like it a lot. I think it works well as an eyeshadow primer. And then I'm going to take a little mini beauty blender that I got at Sephora and just blend that right in. Alright, and then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be setting the concealer with the shade Tempera, which is the lightest shade in the palette. Alright, then going back into the same palette, I'm taking the shade Warm Taupe, and it's like a light brown, and I'm putting that in the crease. And I like using this as a crease color because it's very buildable. You can make it darker or lighter depending on what kind of look you're going for. Then I went into the same palette and used the shade Cypress Umber, which is a dark brown, to put in the outer corners of my eye. Okay, so here I'm taking the same Wet n Wild concealer that I primed my eyelids with, and I'm putting a bit on the back of my hand. Then I'm taking a small concealer brush, this one's by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm putting a little bit in the inner corner of my eye just to create like a little cut crease thing, just to clean up some of the dark eyeshadow that I got over on that part of my eye. And this doesn't have to be perfect because we will be blending the concealer out. So now I'm taking the mini beauty blender that we used before and blending out that concealer. Then I'm taking a fluffy blending brush, this one's from Wet n Wild, and blending the dark eyeshadow with the concealer. Alright, so now going back into the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to take the color Vermeer on the same brush that we used the concealer with. And I'm just going to pack this on the inner corner of my eye where we put the concealer. Taking a fluffy blending brush and blending that all together so it looks nice. Alright, so I went ahead and did my liner off camera because we all know how hard liquid liner is. And I took the NYX Collection Noir Black Liquid Liner. And I really like this because it is very thin and easy to create a wing. Okay, so here I'm taking my Tweezerman Lash Curler and curling my lashes. Oh, well, that happened, so make sure you don't do that, because that hurt pretty bad. My lashes are, like, grow straight down, so it kind of takes me a while to curl them, but it's okay, because we're going to be putting on falsies later, so, yeah. I'm taking the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, which wasn't focusing. This is my favorite mascara, because I feel like it keeps my lashes curled. So for falsies, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies, and these are my favorite false lashes ever. They really make your eyes pop. And to glue them on, I just used some lash glue that I bought at Walgreens. I'm not exactly sure of the brand. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera too, and for that I used the Anastasia Dip Brow in Chocolate and an angled brush. So my face is a bit pale, as you can tell, so I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in Light Ivory, and I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender to tap that in and blend it out. So I know this foundation doesn't match my face, but it does match the rest of my body because I do have fake tan on, so that's the reason why it looks a little dark on my face. Alright, so I suggest when you're putting your foundation on, pulling your hair back and trying to get as close to the hairline as possible, so that way you don't have any spots you miss or anything up towards your hairline. And also make sure you're blending it down your neck so your neck matches your face, and that'll make your foundation look more natural. Alright, and then big surprise, I'm going back in with that Wet n Wild concealer and then concealing under my eyes, and then I'm also going to highlight my face with this. So basically I'm going to put it on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and in between my eyebrows and on my forehead. Then I'm taking my trusty Beauty Blender and blending that all out. I really like this concealer because it's super easy to blend out, but it doesn't like blend away, so it stays and it conceals really well. Alright, so now I'm going to bake my face with the Caity Airspun Translucent Powder. Alright, so while I'm baking, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Pro Glow palette and using the Sculpt shade with an angle contour brush from Morphe and contouring my cheekbones. And as you know, your girl's got a big forehead, so we're going to contour that a little bit to make it look a bit smaller. So now I'm just going to contour my nose, and for that I'm taking the Tarte Pro palette again with the same Sculpt shade and taking an angled eyeshadow brush from Morphe and just going along the sides of my nose and then the bottom of it just to make it look a little bit skinnier. Alright, so now I'm taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is a peachy shade, with a blush brush and just blushing my cheeks. Alright, so then I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and just wiping my bake off. Alright, so now I'm going to be shading my lower lash line, and I'm going to be taking Warm Taupe from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette and just lightly just shading under my lashes. Then going in with the darker shade, which is Cypress Umber, I'm going to be taking a little tiny bit of that because it's very pigmented, and just going over the Warm Taupe shade just to darken it up a little bit. Alright, then I'm taking my NYX Matte Setting Spray and just spraying that all over my face to set my makeup. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm using Beam from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Alright, so now for highlight, I'm going to take my Tarte Pro Glow palette and take the lightest highlight shade and just pack that on my cheekbones with my fingertips. And then I'm also going to highlight my Cupid's bow and my chin. Alright, so now I'm just wiping off the foundation off of my lips, and I'm taking the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit liquid lipstick in the shade Missy and Fierce. And I tend to like to be closer to the mirror when I'm putting on liquid lipstick, so I'm having quite a time trying to stay in the frame with this. But as you can see, I'm just putting it on my lips like normal. Alright, so here's the finished look. I really enjoyed filming this. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.